Okay, the judge in the Jay-Z case had ruled that the accuser can remain anonymous. I know you've been outspoken about the accuser in this case, so I wanted to get your reaction to the fact that the judge is allowing that person to remain anonymous.
I kind of get it. That attorney pissed the judge off. So on that particular day, anything that y'all got to remember, judges are ex-defense attorneys, right? For the most part, you get some U.S. attorneys or DAs that become judges, but for the most part, they all work private practice. And that dude, I'm telling you, he's my type of attorney because I'm an aggressive person and talk a lot of shit. But they don't like that. They generally don't like that in their profession. They want to be cordial and all of that. They want to like you always say, oh, I want all my YouTubers to get along and be friends and all of that. Well, that ain't how shit works. That ain't how it goes down. And so, uh, but judges and in that field, they all try to work together and have a decorum about themselves or whatever the correct word is on that. And so that's what I believe that judge did, was just scolding him because that Jay-Z attorney was being very aggressive and stuff like that. I agree that because she was 13 years old at the time when the allegations allegedly happened, that maybe for the time being that her name shouldn't be exposed, because we generally protect, even on criminal side, the law protects juvenile names, anyone under 17. I know she's in her 30s now, late 30s now, but still, for some reason, we protect people that's under the age of 17 when things happen to them. So I understand why the judge made that ruling, but the judge is just pissed right now because he attacked it, Tony Busby aggressively, and were putting out stuff, and he laid his case out.
Okay, Reggie, we always talk about sensitive topics, and in particular like Diddy and stuff like that, and it just kind of reinforces how important it is to have a good lawyer. An injury could bring you millions of dollars if you have the right team on your side. That's why I'm proud to bring Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. They have over 1,000 attorneys in all 50 states ready to help you if you get hurt. Your injury could be worth millions. Morgan & Morgan don't settle for lowball offers. They fight for every dollar you deserve if you become their client. Just recently, they achieved some significant verdicts for their clients: $12 million in Florida, 34 times the highest insurance offer, and $26 million in Philadelphia, which was over 40 times the highest insurance offer. With Morgan & Morgan, there's no upfront costs and there's absolutely no fee unless you win. It only takes a few minutes to log on the website and see if you have a case. If you've ever been seriously injured, your case could be worth millions, and you're just a few clicks away from seeing if your life could be changed. It's easy to start your claim now. You can go to forthepeople.com/bomb or scan the QR code with your cell phone's camera in the corner right now.
If y'all don't know, that attorney pretty much laid his case out with that press conference that he gave. And, so the judge is like, I remember watching an episode of People Courts and all of that on the Jeffersons, where Mr. Jefferson was just trying to get on there to advertise his business. And the judge pretty much said, hey, I make the rulings here. You can't make the rulings here. So this episode won't be put on TV, or this episode won't be shown. And so I'm just saying all that to say, I pretty much believe that's where the judge went with that, with Jay-Z, is like, let me make these decisions. Don't put on your case right at the beginning, of this trial. Let this stuff go through. Let it play out. And stop trying to take control over it at the beginning, which is unfortunate. But it's not unfortunate if this young lady was really victimized. And without all the evidence being played out or presented to the courts, how can we know? Because I neglect, and I bet over 95% of y'all that's watching this video believe that young lady with autism and all of that is lying. Just think if she isn't, y'all. Just think if she isn't. Is that fair? And so the court's supposed to be, unfortunately, the courts and things and YouTube and Law and Orders and CNNs and all of that, not Law and Order, the TV show, the crime show. We all put all the stuff out there, the information, and everybody get an opinion before the evidence is even put out. And so that's the unfortunate thing about what's going on with all the social media and YouTube and all these different channels, is we done pretty much already decided without even knowing the evidence. We don't know if this chick got videos, pictures, or whatever. I'm not saying she does. I'm just saying we don't know. She could have had some fucking DNA stain. She could have been a Monica Lewinsky or something like that, and kept some of the nut stain in her goddamn panties or some shit. And that stuff getting out analyzed. And then we'll be like, oh, I guess that did happen to her. We don't know because it hasn't been played out. So my only point is, y'all, let's let stuff play out. I did it, so I get why y'all did it. But that's all the judge is trying to do to the attorney by, hey, let's stop trying to try this case in the media and let's let it play out. And then if it turns out, that she was lying or make a mistake, then we'll deal with it accordingly. But on that note, did y'all like that show that my girl Beyonce? Y'all know I'm prejudiced towards Beyonce because I love my wife so much and my wife loved B. And so I love that show, y'all. Y'all tell us in the comment sections what y'all think. I think what they doing with Blue Ivy, I love that as well. I'm going to be honest. To be able to take your child to the workplace, I got to remember, that's how I became a cop. Because my dad allowed me to come around his profession and being a cop for that little temporary time. And what made me fall in love with law enforcement for the time period that I did. But just tell me what y'all think. Was that a good look for Beyonce having her daughter on the show with her? Even though, if y'all notice, she kept her away from the songs that were a little explicit and just brought her out with the songs that wasn't as explicit. And so, shout out to B Show. And do y'all think Kendrick Lamar can top that show? Put it in the comment section. I'd like to see what y'all say. And then we'll come back and debate it February the 13th or the 14th after the Super Bowl. Peace.